Alright, this one is of that three-step drop called a rhythm throw, in which you do not take a hitch. And this is one I want to show you. I'm going to play it for you one time through. Ready? Go ahead. Okay, so what we're going to look at here is really at the top of the drop. So your first step is pretty decent. Okay, the one thing I see here is this sort of a jumping, and if you do want to explode, you do want to push, but I want you to rethink about the way that you drop. Really, your eyes, as you come out of there, your eyes now want to be on a level all the way back, and you're going to see that up, down, up, sinking. See how the head is kind of bobbing up and down throughout the course of your drop. Okay, we want to work to really keep those eyes on track and stay a little lower through. Where you are is fine, your height is fine, but see that upward jumping, we want to kind of make that more of a low push as opposed to extending upward. Okay, that's just one little thing. Your crossover step looks good. However, you even have some pretty good forward body lean here, which I like on step 2. But step 3, when you throw a rhythm throw, step 3, you need to land your foot literally right next to your crossover foot and what would amount to being directly underneath of your body. And the reason is when you step back here, notice all that weight shift. So you're sinking back now. Weight shift is all back. Okay? And now when you go to push, you're essentially just standing back up on the front foot. You really don't have power because all you're doing is kind of catching your weight just to regain your balance. So we want to actually really explode drive on step 1. Step 2 is now just simply a crossover step that's getting ready to prep us for our step 3. Step 3 then becomes our plant and our drive foot. Now here your step 3 essentially is your catch and recoil on your weight, and by the time you get going you really haven't generated any power from your drive foot. You essentially just caught your body weight, and you really don't have the kind of power that you could generate. So that's just something I like to look at when it comes to the three-step drop and the balance of a drop in general. You want to create, I guess the thing that I say most is you never want to sacrifice speed for balance. Yes, you want to be fast. Yes, you want to drop quickly, but you never want to move to the point where you're now not balanced, because balance is your key. You have to have your balance in order to keep your mechanics intact and in order to maximize what you can do. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. If you don't have balance, it throws off everything else. So I think gaining an understanding of the drop, so we have our reach step, our cross, and then what I call our plant, which becomes the plant and drive. Now you're even better than you could be. A lot of guys take even a bigger step back on that third one. But you can see that catch right here, bang, sinks. You're fully on one foot here. Okay, and this foot, your stride foot's just swinging and landing, and now we're basically taking our weight and jumping it forward. Okay, so gaining that understanding and that plant foot now becoming the drive foot. Right now we want to be a little lower, situate that foot directly underneath of us under control, and now we drive ourselves forward. Okay, combining that with our late separation timing, wait until the front stride foot hits, then start the rev. So your rev should start now. That'll allow you to get more snap on your rev, brace, squeeze, more velocity on your mechanics. But overall, not too bad, but I wanted to show you that one, that kind of balance issue on step 3. Again, you watch it. Go ahead. You're sinking back. Alright, so we'll work on that as well.